afternoon, everyone. My name is Emily Ross, and welcome to today's session, which is on creating a MIPS success roadmap. As you all know, today's session is on MIPS. I will provide few information about Fibrate MD and then introduce the presenter who will start the session. The webinar is for an hour, and at the end of the webinar, there will be a session for question and answer. Fibrate MD is a healthcare service provider which was founded in 2009. Our medical billing expert team who works with providers nationwide focuses on decreasing stress of the billing and helps to increase cash flow. We also have our management team who has more than 5 decades of experience of managing the revenue cycle of practices from different specialties. I'd like to introduce today's presenter, Mr. Usman Amjad. He is a certified MACRA MIPS professional who has over 10 years experience in healthcare industry. Mr. Usman, please take over.
Hello everyone, thank you, Emily.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's start the presentation. Today I will be discussing the reporting method, reporting period, and also the how to select measures. I will be also explaining the scoring methodology. All these topics are very important and they are bit advanced level information as compared to just giving an introduction of MIPS. So we already have one session few weeks back in which we just build up this session. So basics or the intro has been done in that session. But in this session, we will be discussing advanced level things like the reporting mechanism, scoring methodology, and how to select measures and everything. So before going into today's presentation flow, just like a recap in the last session, what we have discussed. We have discussed there is 4% penalty for the doctors who do not participate in MIPS this year. The penalty will be in the 2019, right? So out of 100, if you score some point like 1 to 3, still there is a chance that you can avoid that 4%. And if you attain 4 to 69 points out of 100, you might get an incentive as well. But to get the performance bonus incentive, you should attain more than 70 points in order to get the maximum incentive in MIPS. So we also discussed the 4 basic categories with the percentages. Quality holds 60%, weightage, improvement activity holds 15%, advanced care information 25%. 2017 is transition year, so this year there's nothing to do on the cost side, but from 2018 there will be measures the doctor needs to do in order to save themselves from the penalty in 2020. So let's talk about the first category, quality, and I will be discussing the scoring methodology, reporting mechanism of quality, and how many measures are there to report. So let's start this. Okay, for quality domain, there are basically 5 reporting methods. One, you can report through registry, you can report through EHR. If your practice has more than 25 physicians, then you should report through GPRO-based reporting method. That is through CMS web portal. Then the next one is QCDR, Clinical Quality Data Registry, and maybe you're familiar with claim-based reporting as well. So basically there are 5 reporting mechanisms through which you can report quality measures. Okay. Individual reporting and group reporting. When I talk about group reporting, it's mean practice who have 2 or more providers and 1 test identification number. So that's the definition of group. When we talk about individual reporting, you can do that through QCDR, qualified registry, EHR, or claim-based reporting. When you talk about group reporting, you have all these 4 options available, plus if you have more than 25 providers in your practice or doctor, then you can be reporting through CMS web interface. One very important thing, like in the past, once you doctors were reporting PQRS, there was two options: individual measure reporting and group measure reporting. Group measure reporting were quite easy, where you need to do any group measure for 20 of Medicare patients. That option is not available in MIPS quality domain this year. So it's all about individual measure reporting. So there are total 271 quality measures, or we call it individual measures. Reporting method measures in claim, out of those 271, there are 74 measures. In the past, in 2016, in PQRS, we used to have 79 measures. In registry, there are 243 individual measures. In the past, in 2016, we had 190 measures. In last year, reporting PQRS, we used to have cross-cutting measures, which has been replaced with a new domain called outcome measures. EHR measures or clinical quality measures. In last year, we have 64, this year 53. GPro web interface, 15 this year, and last year we have 18. And also the server module, that is 12. And that is for those practices who have more than 25 physicians. Okay, let's talk about the decision. Like in this slide, I will be giving an idea like for which reporting method you need to report how many measures, right? If you are reporting through registry-based or EHR-based reporting, you should need to report only one quality measure or one improvement activity or 5 advanced care information measures, that is meaningfully used in the past. If you do this, and at least like if you submit something that will somehow help you avoid the penalty, that won't ensure that, but still that will help you to avoid the penalty in 2019. So this is the minimum a practice or a doctor can do. Yeah. For GPO-based reporting, again, doctor needs 25 plus physician practice need to report on 15 measures through CMS web interface. For QCDR, the criteria is same, one either of them measure through quality domain or improvement activity, and 5 advanced care information measures. In claim-based, again the same, one quality or improvement activity or 5 advanced care information measures. So that is a minimum doctor can do to avoid 2019 penalty on the basis of this year participation. Okay, we will talk about registry reporting. One measure, and we are specifically talking about quality domain over here. So if a doctor reports one measure for any 90 days within this year, so and doctors do it for all payers. So that's the basic criteria difference as compared in the past. Like we remember submitting the data for 20 Medicare patients or 50% of Medicare patients, but this year in registry reporting needs to be all payers. So there is a cap of 50% on that. So one measure should be reported to 50% of your all patient population within any 90 days. So if you do that, that might help you gain some sort of incentive, not only avoiding penalty. The second option is you report 6 measures. That is basically the best option in order to ensure that you save yourself from penalty, and you also get some chunk from incentive to report on 6 measures. Out of those 6, one should be outcome measure, and you do it for the 90 days time frame and apply to 50% of your whole patient population. For example, in the first quarter or in the last quarter of this year, you saw a total 100 patients, right? That includes all commercial payers, Medicare, Medicaid. Out of those 100, you report these 6 measures on 50% of your means 50 patients. So this is what you're gonna make. So there is the third criteria also. That ensures that you get the maximum incentive, and you also get the performance incentive as well. So you report 6 measures, including 1 outcome, and you do it for the whole year, will be the reporting period, and you do it for 50% of your whole patient population. So these are basically key criteria. It also depends what you want from this year. So if you want to save yourself from penalty, you do it 1 year for 90 days. And if you want to get some incentive, then you can go ahead and do it for 6 years and you do it for 90 days. But if you want to have a performance incentive on top of normal 4% incentive, then you can do it for the whole year. EHR-based reporting is like get EHR base. You collect the data through EHR and you report 6 measures with 1 outcome measures. And if you do it for the 90 days, you will, in this, like if you collect the data, and that is also aligned with clinical quality measures you have in your certified EHR. So if you do it for the 90 days, then you can still also get a bonus. So this is one of the methods which CMS want doctors to use to, collect the data electronically. So in this mechanism, you get a bonus number as well. So that enhance your chances of getting an incentive. Claim-based reporting, like you guys might be doing this in the last few years using those G codes and everything. So here it is again. There is 1 measure. You do it for the 90 days, and there is another criteria, 6 measure including 1 outcome. You do it for 90 days. There is third one again, 6 measures for the whole year. But there is one difference between registry and claim-based reporting, that over here you should report all these measures on 50% of your applicable Medicare Part B patients, because obviously you submit those claims to Medicare, so should be 50%. In the registry we have all patients having all insurances should be 50% of that. So that's the basic difference between claim-based reporting and registry-based reporting. Group practice reporting options. If you are like physicians having same TIN or 2 or more eligible clinicians, you can have option, you can do report through claim-based reporting, registry-based reporting, EHR-based reporting. But if you have 25 plus eligible clinician, then you have only option of GPro web interface, that you use the CMS website to submit the data. 2017 reporting quality options. So again, in claims, you submit 6 measures, 1 should be outcome measure out of those 6. In QCDR, 6. In GPro, web interface only 15. Registry again, same, 6. And in EHR, it's also 6, out of which 1 should be outcome measure. Now that's very important. We will talk about, I will be talking about how you can get the maximum score. So each measure have 1 to 10 points compared to historical benchmark. So CMS has already published benchmarks against all these measures, right? For example, if you can see on the right of the screen, for example, your performance rate is around like 50%, right? How you calculate that, right? For example, for the last quarter, you have 100 patients who should be reported for quality measures, right? Out of those 100, you apply for 50%. You have to do it for the 50%, right? And from 50%, you answer, or you have the numerator 25. So 25 by 50, your performance will be 50%, right? So you can see over here is the performance rate. So you lie in the decile 6. So 50% you will be getting the score around 6.5. So decile-based system is on the performance rate. Once you have the performance, then you can also calculate the possible points you attain in that particular measure. A maximum of 10 score will be applicable per measure. So if you remember, quality domain attains 60% of the weightage, right? And I discussed like the best or the suitable option is to select 6 measures. So every measure attains 10 marks or the 10 points, and this is how you calculate the score per measure. 0 point for any measure that is not reported, obviously. Bonus for reporting additional outcome high priority, and there is also a system of bonus scores. If you use more outcome measures and high priority measures and also report to EHR, then it gives you some bonus measures, bonus points, performance plus bonus points are added to the measure score. Here is basically an example how CMS calculates the score. The submission method can greatly reduce the earning point. So let's take an example. If you can see like diabetes eye exam, this is one measure, right? And it has 3 different reporting mechanisms, right? So for example, a doctor scores 97% on this particular measure. But if doctor do it through claim base, doctor will get only 3 points, even scoring 97% or the performance rate 97%. But if other doctor do it through EHR and attain 97% performance rate on this measure, doctor will get 7 points. And if another doctor do it through registry base, the same measure, and doctor have the same percentage, 97, or 5 points to registry. So if you can see, CMS is promoting certain submission method. So it's not like you are just submitting one measure you're doing through claim base and you expect, okay, if I do 100%, I will be getting maximum 10 marks. No. So there is also one performance rate, like for how many patients you do it out of the main population, that is your performance rate. And after performance rate, there is another important thing is how you report to CMS. So that's very important. These 2 points are very important to get the maximum score in the quality domain. Okay, so in the next part, I will be discussing advanced care information, the second category, which holds 25% weightage in composite scoring of MIPS. In the past, we used to call it meaningful use. So basically, all these measures in this domain is the one which we have for the meaningful use. There is a concept of base score. There is a concept of performance score plus bonus score is equal to ACI, advanced care information. A doctor can maximum get 25%, 25 marks in this category. So if a doctor score on go ahead and say yes to score the risk analysis, do prescription, provide patient access, that is provide patient portal access, send a summary of care, request access or summary of care. If doctor only meet these 5 measures, doctor go ahead and get 50 base score in this advanced care information. So the total weightage of this advanced care information is 155, but at the end it will be cumulative into 25%. I will be in the later part of presentation, I will explain how CMS do it with an example as well. So if you report on all these 5 measures, you will get the base score 50 in this category, which have total weightage of 155, and then it cumulative to 25%. Remember, in the past, which we used to have thresholds like e-prescription at 50%, but this year there is no threshold criteria, right? If you do it, you will get the basic score. But if your performance rate is more, then you will get more numbers as well. I will explain further. Okay, every measure attain 10% score, right? Except provide patient access and health information exchange, which have 20% weightage. So these 2 measures are very important, where you need to give the access to patient through patient portal, and the second one is that you have the direct messaging service and you send the CCD to the referring doctor to which you are referring. So it has 20 marks, and all other measures have 10 points or 10 score, performance score. On top of it, if you do one of these measures, for example, you use syndromic surveillance, real specialized registry, clinical data like CQM, public health registry reporting, you will get 5% bonus. And on top of it, for using CHR to report certain improvement activities, which is MIPS third category, you will also get 10% bonus as well. Okay. Performance score work. If you score out of 155, 90, if you get like 90 score out of 155, you will get the maximum score in this category, which is 25. So performance rate is also calculated. For example, let's take an example of e-prescription. So for example, 100 is the denominator and you score 10, right? So for example, out of 100 prescription, you send only 10 through e-prescription. So your performance rate on that particular measure will be 1. So if you do it 100 by 100, so you will be getting 10 or the maximum score in e-prescription measure. So again, performance rate is very important over here. So either you report 9 advanced care information measures or 7 advanced care transition measure. For example, medication reconciliation, clinical exchange of data, you use the registries, then you can again get the maximum score. So let's take an example of it. Initially, I will talk about base score, right? So you have performed security risk analysis, then there is a numerator and denominator e-prescription, patient provider access, send summary of care, request accept. So if you do all this, you will get the maximum base score, that is 50%. So there is another example. So initially I talked about base score plus performance score plus bonus score is equal to advanced care information total cumulative score, right? So another example, you see the numerator denominator, you see the performance rate of this. If you do 250 by 500, you'll get 50%, and the percentage score, doctor will be attaining 5%. Over here, it's between 1 to 10, so it's 1%. So the total score, performance score of this particular example is 37, right? And this doctor have specialized registry, so there will be 5 bonus score added, and same goes like with advanced care improvement activities. The doctor also used that particular improvement activity, so 50% bonus score for in this example. So here it is. So base score 50%, performance score 37, bonus score 15, total score 108 out of 155. So I told you if a doctor gets like 90% out of 155, doctor will get maximum 25 points. Over here, a total is 102, so it means this doctor will be getting 25 maximum point in advanced care information category. There is another elaboration of this. Base score 50%, performance score 90%, bonus score 15% is equal to final score, that is 25% at max in advanced care information category. Okay, now let's talk about the third and the final category, that is improvement activities, which holds 15% weightage in your total MIPS score. It has 90 plus activities under 9 subcategories. Okay. Again, earlier I discussed submit 1 improvement activities. Activity can be high weight or medium weight. So there are like 90 odd activities, so they are rated under high, medium, weight. So choosing one of the following combination, either you pick high weight, 2 high weighted activities, you're gonna get maximum 15% score, or you can pick 1 high weighted activities and 2 medium weighted activities, you will be getting the maximum score, that is 15. Or at least 4 medium weighted activities you pick, this means you will be getting maximum score of 15% in this category. There are some examples of improvement activities, and these are, by the way, these are the improvement activities. If you go ahead and collect the data, you will get extra 10% advanced care information bonus as well. So you can easily see it's not about, in the last few years, I remember doctor used to pick uh, any applicable measure to their specialization and go ahead and save themselves from the penalties and get them centered. This year, obviously, that matters a lot, your specialization, but still, you need to keep all these variables in mind so that you can pick those measures and those methods to report those measures which maximize your MIPS score for 2017 in order to get you the maximum reimbursement in 2019 and save yourself some penalties as well. So here we are. So I discussed quality, composite score 60. So how you can use those variables and the reporting method to get the maximum score. The second one is resource use, which is it have like episode-based measures or population management type measures as well. The third one is CPIE, so that we call it meaningful use in the past. So the third one is advanced care. Sorry, the third one is advanced care information. And before that, we have improvement activities, which is a new domain this year. And the last one is advanced care information, which we used to have in the past as meaningful use. So this is all about MIPS. Again, quality attained 60%, advanced care quality we used to call PQS in the past, has 271 measures, attain 60% weightage. Then we have advanced care information. In past, we used to call it meaningful use, who have 25% weightage. And the last one is the new category this year, that is improvement activities, which attain 15% mark. So it's all about these three categories this year. And if you go ahead and get more than 70 marks, or the 70 is more than 70 is your performance score out of 100, you will be getting approximately 3x incentive. 3x means you will be only not saving yourself from 4% penalty or adjustment in 2019. On top of it, you will be getting 4% incentive, right? On top of 4% incentive, there is a $500 million a year for the top performer, which a doctor can get like approximately 12% of incentive at max in 2019. So for example, you collect $100,000 a year through Medicare, you will be getting 12,000 on top of it in the form of incentive, and also will be saving 4%. So in short, MIPS have a total weightage of 16% on your reimbursement, 4% on the penalties, and 12% is there for you to get an incentive. Here we are. If you have any questions, you can also email us or call us. So let's begin with question and answer session. Emily, can you please take over?
Sure thing. Please let me know if you guys have any question. You guys could go ahead and send in the questions. There are a few questions that just came up. So does this program actually applies to a single provider?
Okay. Yes. The MIPS is also applies to solo practitioner and more than one physician as well. So if you have a practice, you have one doctor, still you have to do the MIPS, and if you have more than one doctor, still MIPS is applicable to you. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. I have another one. How many total measures in the quality category?
There are total 271 measures in quality domain or the quality category.
Alrighty. which is the reporting mechanism to report quality measures?
Basically, there are 5 reporting mechanisms through which a doctor can report quality measures. Like one is through registry-based reporting. The other one is EHR. Then GPRO for 25 plus physician, and the fourth one is through TCDR, and fifth one is claim-based. But that's totally again depend how much score or what you are targeting for. If you are targeting to get the max incentive, then obviously you should also check your measures, which mechanism or reporting mechanism attain the maximum scoring, so that you can get the score maximum in MIPS.
Okay. Give me one sec. There's one more question. In advanced care info category, do we still have to meet the threshold % of the measures like in MU in the past?
Not really. Like if you remember, for example, for the patient portal, you need to give access to 50% of your patients. So 50% could be the threshold for that particular measure. So there is no, you can say, a must thing to get max score at the threshold in those measures, but still performance rate matters a lot. So if you get 90% as your performance rate, in any measure you will get 9 as a score in that particular measure. If it's lower than that, for example, if it's 40, then you will be getting 4. So there is not like a must thing, but still it's gonna impact your final score.
Alrighty. Well, again, if you guys have any questions, you can send us an email at info@fibratemd.com, or do give us a call back at 888-312-6847.
Okay. Thank you for, yep.
Okay, that's all.
Okay. Thank you for your time for attending today's webinar. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.